Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about principles of insurance. These are the 7 major principles of any kind of insurance contract. Principle of utmost good faith, principle of insurable interest, indemnity, contribution, subrogation, nearest cause, and finally principle of loss minimization. We can go through one by one. First one, principle of utmost good faith. According to this principle, any insurance contract must be signed by both parties, the insurance company and the policy holder. They have to sign in an absolute good faith or belief or trust. So both parties involved in a contract based on absolute good faith and trust. Each party, they give some promises, they state certain information. So in regarding all these things, they have to maintain utmost good faith. Second one is insurable interest. So under this principle, when a person getting insured, they must have insurable interest in the object of insurance. As all we know, every one of us having insurable interest for our own life. But when you take insurance for a particular asset or particular object, you should have insurable interest in the particular asset. So when we can consider a person is having insurable interest in an object, when a person we can call, they have insurable interest in a particular object, when the physical existence of the insured object give him some gain, but its non-existence will give him a loss. So when we have that object, it benefit financially, some kind of benefit, the existence. The non-existent cause for loss, then we can say we have insurable interest on the particular object. Then third one is indemnity. It is about security, protection, and compensation given against damage, loss, or injury. Regarding the amount of compensation is limited to the amount assured or actual loss, whichever is less. So here, when we take an insurance policy, when the particular incident happens, the amount of compensation is how much amount assured by the insurance company or the actual damage, whichever is less. For example, we may take fire insurance policy for our house, it worth of 5 lakhs. But when the fire accident happens, the loss is only 1 lakh. So the assured amount is 5 lakh, but the real loss is 1 lakh. So here, whichever is less, the 1 lakh, that only the insurance company will pay. So whichever is less, the amount issued by the company or the real loss. Okay. But this is totally different in case of life insurance, because all the assets you can measure in terms of value, but human being, so it's very difficult to measure value of a human being in terms of finance. So here, this indemnity principle does not apply for life insurance. Then fourth one, subrogation. So according to this principle, when the insured is compensated for the losses due to damage to his insured property, the ownership right of such property shift to the insurer. So once we compensated, once the policyholder compensated, he or she should transfer the ownership right to the insurance company. We may take accident policy. So, for example, maybe a two-wheeler accident policy we may take. So here, when the particular incident happens, the insurance company will compensate us. But we can then transfer our right to the insurance company regarding claiming from any other third party cost for the particular accident. Then fifth one, contribution. So according to this principle, the insured can claim the compensation only to the extent of actual loss, either from all the insurers or from any one insurer. Because in some cases, a particular person may insure the particular property or anything else with a number of insurers. So with more than 2 insurance companies, the same property we may insure with more than 2 insurance companies. In that case, he can't claim amount from all the insurance company. Okay, so you can claim from anyone or the particular insurance companies, they share among them depending upon the circumstances. The next one, proximate cause. When the loss happen, there may be number of causes for the particular loss. So because in some insurance, they specifically mention when the particular loss happened due to particular cause, then only they compensate. So the cause of the particular event is important under insurance. So in some cases, there are number of causes may be there. So how we can get the real cause? So here, the nearest or the closest cause should be taken into consideration for the purpose of insurance. When we have more than one cause, we can take the nearest or closest cause for the particular incident. Then finally, loss minimization. According to this principle, the insured must always try his or her level best to minimize the loss of his or her insured property. When an uncertain event happens, it may be anything. We should not keep quiet because our property is insured. Even if you took fire insurance policy, when your house is burning, you should not sit and keep watching. So you have to try your level best always to reduce, to decrease the loss, to minimize the loss of the particular insured property. So these are the 7 basic principles of any kind of insurance contract. Thank you.